Hey guys, Captain here. So recently I acquired a large quantity of Pokemon cards, and actually I sorted them on camera. This is a video I'm in the process of editing, and I'm pretty much just wondering if I should split it up or not, because it's like a 50-minute process. It's quite long. But anyway, something I kind of want to show off is while I was sorting it, I came across a small amount of fake cards, and I'm fairly certain these things are fake. And there's a couple ways you can tell. So I thought I'd make a video about how you can identify fake cards. And sometimes it's more obvious than others. These are what I would consider good fakes. Not really, terrible, crappy fakes. Sometimes it's really obvious. Sometimes not so much. Now, in this case, I think I must have already gotten rid of one of the cards that I had in question. It was a pincer, and things to look for with fake cards. First off, sometimes cards feel a little bit different. These are good fakes, so they feel pretty similar to normal cards. As you can tell, they look similar. These Weedles look alike. If you look closer, you'll notice there are some differences. Sometimes you can look, and fakes tend to be a lot darker, but this isn't always a giveaway. Because sometimes Pokemon cards, genuine ones, can be really dark as well. And it kind of just depends, where these cards were kept, how much exposure they had to light, so on and so forth. But in this case, it is a lot darker on the back, which is a little bit of a giveaway. It's a hint, for something, because I already suspected this was fake. And stuff to look for. Now, sometimes fake cards are super obvious. If you have a card that says 4,000 HP, it's not real. Sometimes, you'll have cards that say, it'll be, a Machoke, and it'll say, evolves from Vulpix. Something stupid. If you see really obvious typos and whatnot. But these kinds of fakes, they look like someone got the scans of the cards, and they just printed that out on their own cardstock. One thing to look for when comparing them to real cards is you check the borders of the card. And usually genuine Pokemon cards have very close to even borders. Fake cards are much more likely to have uneven borders. Notice how there's more yellow on this side than this one, and how the yellow border on the bottom is a little bit slightly taller on the fake one than on this regular one. And it sometimes there are variances in the borders on the back as well. But if it ever looks really exaggerated, then you've probably got a fake on your hands. Might be a little hard to see on camera because we're talking a millimeter if even, but it's something that's visible in person. If you get past typos, one thing what really tipped me off on these cards, if you look at them, hopefully the camera will focus, and I don't know how obvious it'll be on camera even, but this one has significantly grainier of a quality. If you look at the text, it's not as crisp. And the symbol for the fire type there, and then even the artwork, not quite as crisp. Mainly the text, that's what gives it away. And that's something that, you should also look out for if it looks like something that might come out of your own printer, rather than some really quality stuff. And the last thing that gives it away, sometimes you can do bend tests. Because usually the card stock used for fakes is much weaker. This is just a Weedle, I don't care too much about it. I also have some fighting energies. And frankly, like these fakes I don't care about at all. I don't want them lying around. And this one even looks like it has water damage. But, a real card will have some resistance. A fake card has much less resistance. I'm squeezing with approximately the same amount of force, and then notice how the fake bends a lot more. If you're willing to risk a card, you can rip it. That ripped very easily. I have a bajillion fighting energies. That took a little bit of effort right there. They have a lot less resistance. This is the biggest giveaway, if you're willing to risk a card. And then if you've got foils, sometimes you can tell because the foil job will be really crappy. But also notice how completely white here. And here there's this layer of kind of bluish, grayish paper in between. And if you rip a genuine Pokemon card, you'll see this in any genuine Pokemon card. And fakes, not there. You know, it's just simply less sturdy paper or cardstock or whatever, you know, and that's the most effective way to identify them. If you don't want to rip it, just kind of give it a tug. See if it sometimes there'll be really weak cardstock, and you give it a little tug and it just rips. You know, you give a real Pokemon card a tug, and a lot more resistance. You really can feel it. You can probably even see it on camera how much it bends when I give it approximately the same force a tug. Oh look, it's already making a small rip here. No, who needs it? It's fake. I don't really need the real fighting energy either because I got a fat stack of them. But yeah, while I'm at it, I don't want these cards around. I don't want these fakes. You know, again, white inside. They probably came from the same pack of fakes. So it's nice to just be rid of all of them. But that's the video. You know, something that comes up a lot, especially people looking through their old collections. That's the best way to identify fake cards if you have them in front of you in person. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please rate, comment, subscribe, send this to your friends, check out my other ones, and we'll see you guys next time.